love this little place. I was journaling this morning. I'm going to finish journaling at breakfast, but this really reminds me of it's kind of journaling about unique lodging. And one of the things I always liked about traveling in Europe is it just the unique lodging that I found throughout my many years of travel. And I feel like I'm in like a little loft pension in Copenhagen or somewhere in Scandinavia, maybe the Netherlands. First of all, this is the bed I slept in. It's a mess, but there's the head of my bed, and then there's another bed on the other side. Kind of a unique layout. You've got this angled ceiling. I kind of hit my head. Whoa! Get these angled windows. This morning I woke up and I was looking up, and this whole angled window was glowing. And I was like, that was right as my alarm went off. And I said I was going to get up for sunrise every day. I just took a couple of quick pictures from the crow's nest up here on the third floor. It's very cool, very pretty. Let's just say good morning from, where am I at here? Narrasat, I think. Name right here. Let's get the day started. So I'm perched up in the third floor here in my little place in Rhode Island. I'm not sure what this little thing is, this little bench. Do I sit here? I guess I can sit here. I look pretty good. This is an Instagram shot. Maybe I should pose for a thumbnail. No glasses. What a dork. Probably could have done this before the yard blow, but there's the patio I've been hanging out on, journaling. And then this is one of the two doors. This door over here leads down to the restaurant area. Check out this cute little fridge. An espresso coffee machine, which I've yet to figure out. Almost out of here. But I just wanted to show you what I'm planning here for my drive. So this is where I am now. I'm in Narragansett. I'm going to drive up to or through Jamestown. It's like on an island, which you can't see here because I'm pinched in, or I'm zoomed out. Then I'm taking the bridges over to go through Newport up to Bristol and then down to Tiverton, yeah, and then down to Little Compton, and eventually making my way up. I have a little place to stay here tonight, and then I might drive up the Cape to Provincetown, depending on what the weather's like, and check that out, or depending on what time I land. So that's the deal. So after that, we're heading up into or past Boston up to Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Is it Portsmouth or Portsmouth? I think it's Portsmouth. We'll call it that. I love this area here because of all the water. I mean, there's so many little, like, port, harbor, marina thingies. No interest in going up to Providence. It's just too big of a city. I'm trying to hit these little towns, hugging the coast as much as I can. That's all. Let's get going. By the way, I was going to start keeping track in one of my books of the start and stop of every one of these episodes. I don't know if this is a beginning or just going to be a really long episode of Rhode Island. What have I done here? Oh, I rambled on about the port. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what I'm doing here. We're making this up as we go along. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Are we in the middle of a vlog or tailing? Maybe ending the vlog soon? Well, for ending it, we're not ending it. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I have a couple of different approaches on grabbing all this content as I'm traveling. Sometimes I think, well, I'll just grab a bunch of stuff and throw it to the editor, make him figure out a story. And then I think to myself, wait a minute, I'm the one that's editing this thing.
You know, there's a couple of ways to look at travel. You could say, it doesn't matter where you stay. You're just there to see the place, see the environment, see the location, photograph, whatever you're doing. Drive scenic drives, visit the small towns. But you know what? Where you stay does make a difference. Makes a difference in your attitude, who you meet, lots of stuff. Maintenance crews here. I love vlogging when people look at you like, well, who the hell are you talking to? All right, time to leave my humble little abode here, enter in my directions. I'm gonna go explore a little bit more of Rhode Island before we head to Massachusetts. Come along for the ride.
Well, here I am 8 to 9 months later editing this footage and realizing I had a good idea to visit these towns. I'm not sure whether I ever stopped in any of them. Maybe that would have been a good idea.
I think I'm going to be a snowbird someday. I just have that feeling. I think it would suit me well. The leaves have not started changing here yet. I see some yellows. I saw a tree back there that was pretty vibrant, but for the most part, I'm way early for fall color here, but I didn't anticipate seeing fall color in this area. I do expect to see it up in New Hampshire. Let me turn on this other camera. I'm gonna catch the drive here, the bridge I'm going over. The clouds look gorgeous. Again, I noticed this, there's that lighthouse off to the left that I noticed yesterday when I was driving. It's actually in the water. So I'm going over this bridge. There's an island over there. I don't know if that's part of the peninsula I'm going into, but I noticed this area when I was driving to Newport. So I'm going to take our time here today, visit a few small towns. Next in the list, Jamestown.
So this is the waterfront along Jamestown. It's about all I know because I didn't stop. Anyway, apparently only about 5,000 people here live year-round. And from what I can see from the prices, which you'll see later, I don't think I'm going to be moving here anytime soon. I'll enjoy the ride though.
All right, I have no idea what I'm looking at, but these women that were just here a few minutes ago told me this was I don't know what they said it was, barracks or something. I need to find out where I am. I'm just blown away by all this graffiti. She said they cleaned it up a few years ago and then the kids kind of took things over. Really? So I don't come across a body in here. Must be spooky at night. If I take this much time, it's gonna take me like 10 hours to get to Cape Cod. This one's for Frank and George. I'd put the scarf on to kind of do a couple of photos, which I haven't texted you yet. It's down by some crab traps. And so I'm walking around here. I'm talking to Sandra for a little while. Hello, Sandra. Sorry again for the delay in calling you. It's a nice conversation. But anyways, this was some of the area that I was at. I was photographing and videoing some of the divers and just the scenery here. A lot of graffiti all over the place for some reason. But anyway, I was just talking to a couple of divers back there that came out, and they were telling me what kind of crabs that I saw the other day, and I guess it's only like 6 or 10 feet, and he was talking that they're diving in. He was talking to me about all the tropical fish that they see. Most of them come up through the Gulf Stream this time of year, so I learned that. But anyway, I didn't realize I had the scarf on. He was kind of kept looking at me and laughing a little bit, and I was like, what the hell's so funny? I'm like, I'm wearing the scarf. Remy. 36 Seaview Avenue. I'm just anxious to know what the price is on that. And 20 Seaview Avenue, 14 Seaview Avenue. They're big houses, but they overlook this bridge, water. I'm in an area right by this bridge. I'm not even sure the name of this town. What is the name of this town? What do you think? All right, so we're leaving Bristol, heading to Tiverton. All right, so I've been enjoying kind of looking at real estate here. 11 Constitution Street. Over here is 10 Constitution Street, and this one's a little run down. It's probably 8 Constitution Street. Let's go ahead and plug those in and get some prices. Remy's a real estate agent today, by the way.
Starting route to Tiverton. Head east on Constitution Street, then turn right onto Hope Street.
Tiverton. All right, Tiverton's kind of a bust. It's not a bust. It's a town. It's really small. I'm gonna turn on the camera. We're gonna do a little bit of a drive-through. I'm heading to. I think I'm gonna grab some lunch there. A place called Little Compton. Know nothing about it. I do know that when I look at myself in this screen, God, it really looks funny. It's like a fisheye lens thing going on. I don't know how bad it looks. Anyway, I'm enjoying this drive. It's gorgeous out. The clouds are out. There's a few other Sunday drivers out. A few motorcyclists riding around. Sailboats out there. And I have the scarf on. The sea is calling me. Exploring the southern part of Rhode Island. I'm in an area called South Compton Beach. And yeah, I'm almost out of Rhode Island, so I think I better put a closing on this one. Not really sure how much I have here or when this thing started, or been a little bit laxed on keeping these videos organized. But anyway, I hope you got something out of this. Maybe saw a little part of Rhode Island you've never seen, or some of Rhode Island if you've never been here before. This is the first time I've been here. I'd definitely come back. I like the people here, like the architecture. I think if I came back here, I'd probably come back to Newport, specifically for the Newport Jazz Festival. I think that'd be something worth coming back to, if you could even get tickets. But anyway, that's all I got for now. Have you ever been to Rhode Island? If you have, leave a message, leave a comment. So anyway, gonna hit the road. I think I'll take this video out with a little bit of dash cam footage of me driving out of the beach and then heading by this RV park, which I think is really cool. If I was ever RVing up here, I think I'd end up here. So I'll have to do a little research for what that is. Maybe put a link below. If it's a campground, I'm not sure what it is. Anyway, it's a gorgeous day. Gonna hit the road. Thanks for being here. Thanks for following along. I appreciate you being here. I really do. That's all I got for now. As always, more on all this later.
All right, present day Mike back again. 8 months after I took this trip. My goal was to try to do one of these videos a week. Probably do every other week, I think, until I get really caught up on my other projects. As far as the timeline here, we are heading to Massachusetts next, going to go up to the Cape, and never been there before, so this should be pretty cool. I think I took some cool photos up there too. I didn't take many photos on this short trip through Rhode Island. As you could see, maybe a boat or two. We'll share them here. Anyway, this is some footage of me leaving this little beach town, and we're going to close it out because because I really want to try to get something uploaded tomorrow. Again, thanks for being here, and we'll see you on the next one.